What's up? I'm Richard, and this is I Am Dumb, right? I Am Dumb is an acronym for Diary of a Black Man. And you can see my skin, and this is my video diary. Today I want to talk about being bugged by bugs or impacted by insects. I'm from a place, I'm from Michigan, up north, way up north, where half the year it's cold. Being from there, though, I'm affected by my culture. I was raised there, and naturally, there are things that I think the entire world is like that just aren't true. I think that's true about all of us. We don't recognize the differences in the places because, somewhere in the back of our mind, we like to believe that every place is like us. I think people are the same, but their cultures, their environments make them different on the surface. And I have been truly impacted by the bugs. There just is a different level of bugs, a different level of insect here in the South, because the South can affect you. Well, I guess they affect growth in bugs, they don't really have to freeze off and die, so they're constantly growing, they're constantly, recreating themselves as bigger and beastier irritants. Well, I was just in Tennessee and Mississippi and Arkansas, visiting my loved ones, my family, really had an awesome time. But that too is in the South. And the 4th of July is all about, watching fireworks and, cookouts and all that stuff. A lot of outside stuff. As much as I enjoyed my time with my friends and my family, oh my goodness, the bugs were treacherous. The mosquitoes were just monsters, and it really impacted our time together. We did things differently based on the bugs. It might have been hot outside, but you wore a long sleeve shirt. We did a lot of stuff inside. It was a lot of close that door, don't let the bugs in here. It was a lot of that stuff, right? We're impacted by the bugs that we see and we actually deal with. We're impacted by their touch. But in reality, I watched something happen. I watched a cousin of mine sit there and talk for hours, and there was this bug. It was a mosquito or some type of bug, an insect though. It was on his shirt. Literally, this bug didn't move. It moved around, but it just stayed on him for maybe 30, 45 minutes. It was on him, but it was on his shirt. It wasn't on his skin. It didn't touch him. So he wasn't affected. It didn't change anything that he did, anything he said. We were still all having a great time. He wasn't impacted because he didn't see it. On yesterday, I was sitting down, after all this, yesterday I'm sitting down, just getting back, and I'm back at work, and I'm sitting outside preparing for a Bible study, and I'm talking, and I'm like, man, I hope these bugs aren't out tonight, and da-da-da-da, and there's a couple people behind me, and a guy, they're kind of giggling, snickering. I'm like, man, he's like, man, you worried about these bugs? It's been a bug on your back since you walked over here. That bug probably got out the car with you. And I immediately panicked, and I, wiped stuff off of me, and I was, oh my goodness, and the bug was still there. It really was still there. And I was like, man, this bug has been there all this time, and now I'm itching, because I'm thinking about it. I'm affected by it because I saw it. How many times in our lives do we let things affect us just because we actually see them? Man, an insect is tiny. A little bug is tiny. It really can't do us much harm. It can't really alter where we go and what we do unless we see it, unless we look at it, unless we notice it, and then allow the thought of it to change what we do. Man, that when I you know, I grabbed a hold of that yesterday as I'm thinking, dang, this bug was sitting on me. I don't know where all I went with this bug, but it didn't change anything I do because I just didn't know. And it's better for me that I didn't know, because had I've known, had I've been paying attention, had I've seen it, so had somebody told me it was there, man, it would have impacted me. I guess if there's a lesson from I Am Dumb today, it's really a lesson, man. It's powerful lesson for me in my life right now, is that watch what I pay attention to. Don't let the smallest details, the smallest things throw us off our square. Watch what we watch, because if we are bugged by bugs, it's by choice. If we're impacted by the insects in our lives, be it, you know, some situation, some circumstance, some people, or actual insects, it's not their fault. They're insects. It's my fault for allowing something to have the power to control what I do, where I go, and impact how I am effective and available to impact the world around me, man. But either way, you know, as always, man, I am just Richard, and I am dumb. If you appreciate this, subscribe to YouTube channel. If you really like it, hit the like button and share it with a friend. Peace.